the rankings, I just want you to look closely at these rankings for a moment and tell me what you notice. 6 of the top 7 teams in the country play in one conference. They play in the SEC. You got Ohio State, and you have 6 SEC teams making up the top 7 teams in America, bringing a smile to the face of Sir Paul Finebaum, who jumps in with us here. So let's play a little game of Believe It or Not, Paul. You ready? Let's start with this. Georgia, again, gets knocked down to number 2 after a tough game against Kentucky. Should they still be the favorite to win the national championship? Believe it or not.
I do believe it, yes, Greeny. And I know it's hard to say because they have been very inefficient. Their third down ratio has been terrible this year. Their defensive line is banged up. They still only gave up 12 points the other day. But give them time. They have a bye week. They'll get healthy, and then they have Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
That's the big matchup everyone is waiting for. Let's get back to what I mentioned a moment ago. 6 SEC teams in the top 7 in the country right now. So, Paul, if someone were to say 6 teams from the conference will make the 12-team college football playoff, believe it or not?
No. As much as I want to believe it, and I did not do that ranking by myself, that's a bunch of people around the country, it's not going to happen, Greeny. I still think 4 is the number, depending on the Big Ten. If the Big Ten slips, then it could go to 5, but right now the operative number is 4. It's just too complicated to get more.
All right, that's something we'll dive into more as the season goes on, but let's talk about what might be their best team and is the number 1 team in the country right now. If someone said Texas needs Quinn Ewers back healthy to win the SEC, do you believe that or not?
No, I don't. I think he has a lot more experience, but Arch Manning looked unbelievable. I realize it was a scrub game, but he has the DNA, he has the pedigree, and I think Arch Manning is capable of leading this team as Quinn Ewers is.
So anyone who didn't see it or isn't aware of the situation, Quinn Ewers has an oblique. Arch Manning came in and lit it up against UTSA. And I just want you to look at this sheet, okay? This is the current odds at ESPN Bet of the Heisman Trophy Award for this year. Look on the right column. Arch Manning is 16-1. Quinn Ewers is 18-1. ESPN Bet is telling us right now, Arch Manning is a better bet to win this year's Heisman than Quinn Ewers is. Paul, help me make sense of that.
Other than maybe Peyton and Eli doing the calculating there, I don't know how you could. But ultimately, that is not realistic. Quinn Ewers will be back. He will get the start whenever he is healthy. And I don't think Heisman voters are going to just simply go to Arch Manning because of the name. I like him very much. I've already said that. But it's going to take a lot more. So right now, I still think it's Quinn Ewers' team unless he gets banged up or unless he struggles. And then can you imagine the original Heisman favorite for this season getting pulled in favor of someone else? That happened a couple of years ago at Oklahoma. Caleb Williams came in for Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, and look, I mean, the reality of it is this. Quinn Ewers is projected to be a top 10 pick in the upcoming NFL draft. Arch Manning someday is projected to be an overwhelming consensus number 1 pick.